What's going on to all of my Aquarius? So let's get into this. Let's go. All right. Let's see what you Aquarius got. So you have the Nine of Swords, Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Three of Cups, a lot of three cards showing up. Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, the Moon, and last but not least, you have the Star card. Okay, so for you, Aquarius, right, you have the Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. So this is about, this is immediately about the quality of people that some of you Aquarius think that you are meeting. A lot of you Aquarius may not be happy with the type of people that you're meeting. A lot of you may think that, you know, that you're still stuck on some sort of bad luck, because I know how a lot of Aquarius people think that, you know, they you know, that the zodiac sign of Aquarius automatically means that somehow, like, you know, you're doomed to not getting the things that you want, not being in a relationship, not actually being content with yourself, you know, not knowing yourself. Sometimes people even equate Aquarius, but I've heard that before. I've heard, you know, people even equate Aquarius to being the lost zodiac sign, where it's like, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. I have Aquarius in my chart as well. Okay, so the situation for Aquarius is what's going on for Aquarius is that you're a smart zodiac sign. A lot of y'all are smart people amongst other people who are not as smart as you. So because a lot of people are not as smart as you, it's difficult to date people, okay? I have an Aquarius in my chart. I have Saturn and Aquarius in the 11th house. Go figure, right? In my chart, okay? Now, Aquarius is the zodiac sign of genius. But you have to take into consideration that even though you're the zodiac sign of genius, okay, this does not mean that the people who you will meet will always be a match for you. Because you have to take into consideration, like I said, the four zodiac signs that are not of animals are Gemini, Virgo, Libra, and Aquarius. So with that being said, those four zodiac signs, out of 12, right? Out of 12, 4 zodiac signs are not of animals. Gemini, Libra, with Gemini, Virgo, Libra, and Aquarius. 4. So it's up to you, Aquarius, to date people, regardless of zodiac signs, that have a level of awareness that is above a level of only survival and only reproduction. So the Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, is, even though you may not necessarily be happy as far as content, joyful with the type of people that you've been meeting, again, these are ultimately people that you're just starting out meeting. It's not that they're going to stay like this in a relationship forever. They shouldn't even stay like this in a relationship forever. If they have not changed at all within 2, 3 years, right? Then it means that obviously this person has got something going on elsewhere where you should really pay attention to, whether it's them cheating or whether they thought that they was just faking it till they got themselves in a relationship. Now that they're in one, now that they don't have to do too much work, but also understand that if they're going to be in a relationship is work as well. Yes, half of the time it's about work, half of the time it's about play. Yes, but it is about work. It's not always going to be about playtime and recess and comfortability and what people think is the most comfortable, is the best thing for them. Sometimes it will most definitely be about needing to work as a team, needing to understand that the two of them do need to grow, right? You do need to get certain things in the world. You do need to be a couple that has more standing in the world. Absolutely. But the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups represents this being something for you where, so some of you Aquarius may have turned your back, some of you Aquarius may not really be happy with this because you want real love, you want true love, but at the same time, it's like, what type of relationship dynamics are you going through where you're not necessarily getting what it is that you want? The Three of Cups, you may think that there's always something going on. Somebody else, something wrong with you, with this, why this person leaves, something wrong with them, why it is that you leave. And you got the Star card too, way at the end, as the last card on the main board, which means this is the major Star is the major arcana of Aquarius. So you did show up in your own reading. So very powerful reading. The Two of Swords and the Ten of Swords is you're thinking about whether or not you should just probably give up on dating, period. And just be like, right now I'm going to quit. Well, it depends on how it is that you look at it. I said this before. You have to find someone who has character. Problem with a lot of people in the dating pool is, and I even see it in my own comment section, they want love, but they're taking it too seriously. They want love. They want a relationship, but they're taking it too seriously. They're looking at it from a perspective of, why aren't they getting it? Well, you got to understand that the majority of people in the dating pool are playing and they're scared. So more often than not, right? And we're not counting the people that have decided to leave, but more often than not, you're going to interact with somebody who is dysfunctional, right? Someone who is caught up into the lifestyle of trying to keep up with the Joneses, you know, looking at what P. Diddy is doing, looking at what, you know, Lil Scrappy is doing, looking at what the celebrities are doing. And they're idolizing that, and they're paying too much attention to it, trying to keep up with the Joneses, not even realizing that those people are rich, and that what the rich and the famous do and the dysfunctions that they go through, it shouldn't even be, people shouldn't even be worried about that, because they don't have the same kind of worries a lot of times that the rich and the famous do. The rich and the famous got to worry about paparazzi, people stalking them, you know, how they're going to spend their money, you know what I mean, to where the IRS doesn't get it, all types of stuff. But at the same time, right, you know, legally, I'm talking about legally, of course, always legally. I don't, you know, but the Two of Swords and the Ten of Swords represents, but when you have people who are not rich and famous, trying to be rich and famous, trying to keep up with the people who are rich and famous, this is where you get a very unpredictable mixture of things, because you have people who really dating to rush into a relationship. They're not even really willing to try to be in a relationship. And that's part of the problem. They need to be in love with the process of getting to know people as much as they are supposed to be in love with the process of securing somebody, at least for now, and being in a relationship with them. A lot of times people get themselves in a process with somebody. My cat snuck in. Someone, they don't necessarily, they're not in love with the process of getting to know the person. They very much so don't like the process. And that's the thing that's really kicking them in the butt, because it's the idea of you need to actually learn to enjoy the whole process of it. But that comes with time and experience. A lot of people want to rush themselves into relationships. It's like getting rich quick. A lot of people want to get themselves rich quickly. And you don't seem to understand. Just like dating, it's not I've said this before, it's not a process that more than likely you're going to be able to do overnight. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't want it to be. Why? You shouldn't want it to be. Why? Because if it's a process that you want things to be done super quickly, 90% of the times you will lose it, and you will end up getting hemmed up for it because you didn't learn the experiences that you were supposed to learn. Same thing with dating. If you want that type of person, you are going to have to be in love with the process of looking and seeing who are the ones who are fake, and just you're not really you're fake or whatever, and letting them go and getting a good laugh out of it, as much as getting to know someone who is truthful and real. So the Nine of Pentacles represents this. The Nine of Pentacles represents this is where it is that you want to be. You want to be in this garden with this person, having fun. But you have it take the Nine of Pentacles. It takes time to do that. All right? It takes time to do that. So, it takes time to do that. You got too many people out here. That's the truth. You have too many people out here in the dating pool, either giving up and not understanding to take a break. Don't give up, take a break. If you want to find somebody, and that's something that you really want to do, and you don't want to quit, you don't have to quit. You don't have to quit, but take a break, a month off, 2 months off. See, a lot of times people don't want to listen, right? But take a month off, 2 months off, 3 months off. Take the rest of the year off. We're already in December. Why not rejuvenate? Take January off as well, because January is actually the worst month for dating in the year. Proven. Just in case if people don't know. Take January off as well. Come back February, Valentine's Day. Do your thing. Begin talking to people again. A lot of times people don't necessarily want to do that. What they'll do is they'll find themselves in a situation where they'll usually end up quitting. A lot of times people want to quit and all this other type of stuff because of the fact that they want to get themselves into a relationship quickly. This is part of the reason why Venus in Virgo, Venus in Aries, Venus in Capricorn, Venus in Scorpio people who learn their lessons, they end up being the best daters, because so many other people want an easy ride, and people who have those 4 placements, Venus in Scorpio, Venus in Capricorn, Venus in Aries, Venus in Virgo, usually end up knowing what love is and end up having the deepest understanding and action, right? Something that they understand as well as they could take action on when it comes to love, because they understand through trial and error That it's not always just about getting what it is that you want and then being like, okay, I'm gonna dip out. So the moon and the star card now represents how a lot of you Aquarius, like I said before, take a break. And then when in February, right, Aquarius season for the most part, and then when you feel rejuvenated, you feel healthy again, you feel like you're full of energy, you want to be able to start talking to people, forget about Valentine's Day. If you want to try something for Valentine's Day, you can try something for Valentine's Day if that's what you want. But maybe after Valentine's Day, which is the 14th, and you decide, okay, you're going to go ahead and actually be in a situation where you want to start dating again, then most definitely do that. If quitting is not something that you really want to do, then don't do it. I hear a lot of times too, people, when it comes to matters of love, let's clarify the moon. I hear a lot of times too, when it comes to matters of love, people want somebody, but they don't want to go up to the person and approach. How do you want somebody, but you'll never do the approaching, no matter who I'm talking about, no matter who I'm talking to, right? On the other side of this camera, how does a person want somebody, but they never do the approaching, but they want somebody, and their relationships don't necessarily work, or they may not necessarily be in a relationship, but they really want to be in one? It's the hard-headedness, it's the ego, it's the sense of self-worth that gets it to where people are not paying attention to. You're not getting what it is that you want because the ego is too powerful. The ego is on high. The ego is too much. The idea that you don't want to speak to anybody, but then you expect what? You expect everybody in the world to come over to you and do the approaching. That's not, like, you got to understand, that doesn't even make any sense. You know what I mean? That's kind of out there. So the thing is that the moon, let's clarify the moon now. And this is what I'm trying to get people to understand. This is not about trying to get people to understand that this is not about me telling people something. This is about me helping people get to where it is that they want by understanding, like, look, this is the real world. If you want people to pay attention to you, you got to go up to them sometimes too and learn people skills and learn how to communicate with people, you know, because it's not always going to be this one-sided thing. But to clarify the moon, we have the moon, so we got to draw 4 more cards because we can't clarify a card with the same card. The 4 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, the Lovers. So these 4 cards right here, the 4 swords represent, again, just as I said, take a break. The moon is about being scarce, not putting yourself out there like that too for right now. Relaxing, rejuvenating, getting some sleep. We sleep when the moon is exalted. Why? Because when the moon is exalted, it's usually night, right? It's at the nighttime. The moon is not usually exalted unless we're in some sort of a solar eclipse, right? There we go, where the moon is blocking out the sun. But then you have the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is what? The 3 of Cups represents, you know, take a break from the party and taking a break from the getting to know people. Just be in your own wheelhouse. Figure out what it is that you want for yourself and then go after that. Because as of right now, you feel like you're exhausted. It's the end of the year anyway. All of this stuff is happening all at once. So it's a matter of you Aquarius, putting too much pressure on yourselves, thinking that why are you not getting what you want? And it's a matter of just relaxing and timing. You understand? Relaxing, timing, how much effort are you willing to put in? It's all of these different factors. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. If you'd like to get a personal reading from me, my website with all of my services, the link to that is in the comment section below, as well as my Instagram page, as well as the books that I have on Amazon, Clipothic Magic for the Brave, as well as this is the Clipothic Magic for the Brave, because because a lot of people wanted to know about the clip off and what exactly was going on with it. Well, now you have a chance to pick up your copy and actually learn the clip off in and out, right? A quick guide for you to be able to pull yourself through the safest way possible and get the power that you want. All three of those links are in the comment section below, right? The video. Also, too, I'm trying to make this YouTube channel go to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June of 2023. Right now, I have 3,650 subscribers. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell so that we can get to those 10,000 subscribers. And also so you can get notified whenever I drop these videos. Peace. Appreciate y'all.